Now, in the spirit of new traditions, in this year of new traditions, we've added a third category of awards. We asked our freshmen to nominate high school teachers who taught them, inspired them, and in fact, made it possible for them to be here today as members of GSU's first freshman class. We call these awards Educator's Legacy Awards because the teachers we now honor have invested in the future and create a legacy every day. Take a look at the students assembled here. Student success is the legacy of outstanding teachers. Because high school teachers are so important to our society, we intend to present these awards every year at Convocation. We read a lot, and I think too much in the newspapers about problems in the schools. I wish that those who criticize educators would realize teachers are the solution, not the problem. Classrooms, in fact, are transformative, magic places, magic in the sense of transformation, where students' lives are transformed. The recipients of the Educator's Legacy Awards have already been informed, so this is not one of the surprise ones. We wanted them to be able to bring friends and family to this event. We've also invited their school principals and superintendents because their bosses need to know what a great job they're doing. And if the principals and superintendents are here, I'd like you to rise now and accept our applause. And let me say that great teachers excel because of your excellent leadership. You've created the environment where they can excel. So thank you very much, principals and superintendents. I will now announce the name of the student nominator, the name of the high school, and the name of the teacher. I will then ask the distinguished teacher to come to the stage, and I will then read a portion of the student's nomination. The first nominator is Taylor Gentry, class of 2018. Where is Taylor? Stand up and let everybody see you. Taylor nominated Lauren Lemaster, her psychology teacher at Allen B. Shepherd High School, where the principal is Dr. Josh Barron and the superintendent is Dr. John Byrne. Lauren, please come to the stage. Here are some of the things that Taylor, and thank you, Taylor, for appreciating great teaching. You'll have much to appreciate here as well, but sitting down and writing the nomination is something to be commended. But here are some of the things that Taylor had to say. Lauren Lemaster has pushed me and believed in me since the day I walked into her classroom at the beginning of my senior year. I have never, in my 12-plus years of schooling, had a teacher who has pushed me to strive harder to excel. She was a no-days-off teacher. Failure was not an option. Being average was not an option. Not only was she my teacher, she was my mentor, someone I could talk with about my problems beyond school. In all honesty, if it had not been for Lauren Lemaster, I would not now be a college freshman at Governor State University. Thank you, Lauren, for being a great teacher and leaving a legacy every day. Thank you for your work. Nehemiah Booker, class of 2018, has nominated Deborah Taylor. Is Maya here? Yes, Maya's right over there, and we thank you for recognizing great teaching. Maya has nominated Deborah Taylor, her homebound teacher at Rich Central High School. The principal at Rich Central is Ms. Vanessa Woods, and the superintendent is Dr. Carol Ayanlaya. Did I say that right? Say it for me. Ayalaya. Good. And let's thank them for their leadership. Here are some of the things that Maya has to say about her favorite teacher. As a result of chronic autoimmune disability called rheumatoid arthritis, I required homeschooling for most of my high school years. I could have felt pressured and discouraged, but luckily, I had the pleasure of being surrounded by inspiring people, including my homebound teacher, Mrs. Deborah Taylor. Mrs. Taylor encouraged and nourished my spirit throughout my high school years. Her words of encouragement and inspiration helped me to overcome challenging experiences. She went above and beyond by always being available to me. She provided the educational tools I needed most. I greatly attribute my success to her for being such a wonderful and empowering person. Thank you, Deborah, for being a great teacher and leaving a legacy every day. Congratulations. Michaela Washer-Disney, class of 2018, has nominated Lindsay Beachy Kosiolek. And I'll tell you something about her nominee in a moment, but let's first recognize Michaela. Where's Michaela? And would Lindsay Beachy Kosiolek please come up? Lindsay is a coach and guidance counselor at Manteno High School, where Mr. Roger Schnitzler is the principal and Mrs. Lisa Harrod is the superintendent. If they would stand and let us applaud them for their leadership. Here are some of the things that Lindsay has to say about her favorite teacher. People say, says Lindsay, that the 4 years of high school are the best years of your life. Well, for me, they were the toughest. And I'm not talking about anything outside of school. All my troubles went on in the halls of Manteno High School. During my junior year, I met Mrs. Kosiolek. She was Miss Beachy then. She was my cheerleader. She had time to get married in the midst of being such a wonderful teacher. That's great. She was my cheerleading coach and guidance counselor. She always had a smile on her face at cheerleading practice, even though I knew that she had spent a long, hard day dealing with, a direct quote, bratty teens. After practice, she was available not just for me, but for any student who needed an adult to talk with. When I was preparing for ACTs, SATs, I was in Mrs. Kosiolek's office every day talking about test preparation and what happens next. College. She taught me patience and gave me hope. She taught me to stay positive during my final years of high school and to anticipate bigger and better things to come. Thank you, Lindsay, for being a great teacher and for leaving a legacy every day. Congratulations. Good. Very good. And a applause for our 3 Educator legacy.